This is the last Blitzkrieg from MMP Games. It's part of the Battalion Combat series, and we're looking at the situation at the end of the 25th of December 1944, which is the end of turn 10. The big news here is I've decided to put this game to one side, and I probably ain't going to end it, though I haven't definitely decided that. Usually when I put a game to one side, it's very rare that it gets picked up again, but it has happened before. Now, the situation is pretty static. The Germans, they've actually captured a few hexes here and there in various areas, but they're not making any serious progress. You're talking, it's really going to be slogging it out with the Americans now, and it's a game that the Germans can't win. It's really just a matter of how badly they lose. They never got anywhere near achieving their objectives, the historical objectives that were achieved in 1944. Mainly because, as I've already explained before, I wasn't particularly brilliant at this game when I started it. Well, I'm not saying I'm fantastic at BCS even now, but I certainly know how to conduct an offensive with BCS, which is something I didn't do when I started this. So, all right, that I played Valley of Tears, but Valley of Tears is really is. I know it's BCS, but it is a different game from this. The terrain is totally different. The weather's different. The visibility of hexes is different. The way air power works is different. The fact that most units in the Valley of Tears are mechanized or armored, whereas here the majority of them are actually infantry. Or maybe motorized infantry. So yeah, we're going to put it to one side, and what we are going to be looking at is OCS. Now, I want to do Blitzkrieg Legends 2. The problem with that one is it's quite a big game, and it's a long time since I played OCS. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put OCS Burma onto the table. That's a game with a lot of turns and very low unit density, and it should be quite forgiving for me making making mistakes and things, because I'm catching up on OCS again. Well, I've got no complaints about the BCS system. I think it's fantastic. It's one of the best systems I've ever played. And this particular game is ideally suited to it. It's definitely a system I'm going to play more of. I have got the one in Tunisia, which I forget the title of, and I've also got Last Panzers as well, which is the Budapest game. I'm trying to get a hold of Brazen Chariots, but it's not an easy game to find that. Well, I found one copy, but it's not at the sort of prices I'm willing to pay. And that's it. Thanks for everyone who's followed this particular game, and as I say, it's been a blast.